For legal reasons, this is a joke. Hi, editing Katelyn popping in here. I just wanted to reiterate the fact that for legal reasons, this is a joke. I just personally really hate it when racist people or like not woke people, have platforms, and I really don't think it's okay that Tana gets to continue to act like this, along with other YouTubers who are acting just as ignorant as her, but this video focuses on her. This is me making fun of her apology video. Because I personally think it's, but yeah. And also, this is an abridged version of her apology video because I didn't want to subject people to listening to it for that long. And also, like, when you add emotion and acting into her apology video, it adds about like 10 minutes to it. I hope you enjoy the video. But just remember, this is just me making fun of her because I think her apology is stupid because it is. Cool. First and foremost, I'd like to apologize for how long this video has taken. There is no excuse, reason, or thing that I can say to make that better, and I want to take full accountability for that. However, I understand that my actions over the past few weeks have not been held hand in hand with accountability, and that's a journey that I'm beginning with this video. I also understand that with the white privilege that I possess, I have no right to ask for forgiveness from anyone that I have hurt with my actions. Over the past few months, I have seen the explosive effects of what running from your problems can do, and how many people you can hurt by doing that. I want to apologize from the bottom of my heart for being such a big part of cancel culture for the entirety of my career. I don't deserve a platform if I continue to act in such a gaslighting and irresponsible manner.
And I'm so sorry for how long I've done that.
I could sit here and blame it on the people I watched, or the people that raised me, or the advice that I chose to take. But at the end of the day, I chose to take those paths. I chose to only listen to yes people. I chose to idolize people who taught me the complete wrong way to handle the responsibility of this platform. And it breaks my heart knowing that it took me to get to 22 years old to realize that. With that being said, I want to express my utter disgust with every single apology video that I've ever made. I'm sorry for uploading them, I'm sorry for defending them, and I'm sorry for putting them out to such a huge audience. I did nothing but look at apology videos as people digging up my past again. If I had spent the time I spent pandering, deflecting, making excuses, and spewing ignorance to millions of people, if I spent that time becoming a better person, I would be in a far, far better place right now. If I had wanted people to see that I'd truly grown, you would think that my actions would have been in unison with that thought before this moment. I want you to know that I'm aware of that.
I am so sorry
for thinking I could possess all that I have without acknowledging the extreme responsibility that comes with it. I have so much work to do on myself to become a better person, and I intend on showing you that action, education, and time. I don't want to come back to this platform until I am someone that can shape the youth in far better ways than the things that I watched growing up shaped me. I don't want to be the reason that a young girl grows up the way I did. I don't. The only goal that I was taught that I actually internalized is that when I was in the wrong, I needed to make people like me again, versus what I could do to become a person that people actually like. I see so clearly now the microaggressions and terrible values that I was enveloped in for 15 years of my life. Hi, editing Katelyn popping back in again. I would just like to say that so many people grow up in not woke conditions, like aka they grow up in a town that has racist undertones, or maybe it's just explicitly racist, and they still make the decision and learn to be they make the decision to be a good person with like a tenth of the resources that Tana Mongeau had. So I'd just like to say that right there. I now realize that the content that I put out into the world and who I am has the ability to aid in either positively or negatively affecting this generation. But with all of that being said, there is no excuse for the amount of time that it took me when I had every single resource in the world to become a better person the last 3 years. But I was so stuck in my narcissistic, egotistical ways that I was convinced I was a good person and had nothing to learn.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Next, I want to apologize for every single one of my past tweets. They were incredibly prejudiced, racist, homophobic, and unfunny. It's crazy that I was trying to convince people that I had grown. And that is exactly how I should have apologized anytime anybody questioned my past. As I grew in my career, I would claim to say I understood the pain behind these words. I would claim to say that I knew how wrong it was to have said that at that time. And it's so sad. It's so stupid that I couldn't realize that. But how could I expect anyone to forgive me in general when my apology wasn't even a sufficient apology? Clearly, even based on my actions over the past few months, I have so much more growing to do. And I understand anyone who is fed up and tired and sick of it and doesn't want to be around for that. And to every single person who has called me out on my performative activism, you are 100% right. You cannot cover up years of damage and being a hurtful person with a cardboard sign and a Twitter name.
And for that, I'm so sorry. And for that, I'm so sorry.
I know where my morals lie. I want to be the best ally, activist, and friend I can possibly be, and role model. I can never fully resonate with the pain and anger people must have felt seeing that. I have always only judged people based on the content of their character.
For that, I am so sorry.
I didn't know what microaggression was, and I never bothered to educate myself.
And I'm still sorry. I've apologized for that.
To address this, because I haven't really known what to say. However, that is not an excuse, and the situation has gotten completely out of hand, and it is entirely my fault. I could have addressed this like an adult, and someone who deserves this platform months ago. I need to be a good example to my followers. I want to say I'm sorry and take accountability, but only if you think what I did made you feel that way.
I wanted to say I'm sorry and take accountability for the action.
Because that is the right thing to do and the thing that will keep my platform going, because I cannot survive without my followers. To ensure that I am a part of the change so I don't lose my followers. And I'm not a problem in this industry so I don't lose my followers. When it comes to the anecdotal drama of both of those situations, I will answer any further questions, but I'm only saying this on the internet. I'll probably just gaslight you and or not respond, or get someone from my team to respond to you. But I'm gonna say it on the internet that I will take full accountability for it. Lastly, I want to apologize to each and every one of my fans, because without you, I would be nothing. I want to apologize to every single one of my fans for letting you down. People have really been referencing this time as the time they chose to unstan, or the time that I was canceled. But I look back at my values across so many of the things I was doing the entirety of my YouTube career, because I've lost so many of my followers doing it. Once again, I don't want to make this video about me or my emotions, so it's no longer a feel sorry for me. I was raised in this way, this person. It's you should have used all the that you have to become a better person. And so I know now that when I say things related to my upbringing, I'm not saying them in any type of victimizing way, even though I totally am. You, a viewer, should not feel sorry for a 22-year-old who has chosen to not help themselves or the rest of the world given the platform they have for so long, you know? But when I look back with the values that I was instilled with and the way that I then went to project that to the world, it makes me so sick because everybody's canceling me and unfollowing me because of it. Not because I actually feel sorry. When I think about a single one of my fans growing up or acting in the ways that I did, it makes me sick, because imagine losing all of your followers. That's the only thing that matters, right? I'm so sorry for thinking for so long that I never had to be a role model, even though I'm on the internet for the whole world to see and people of all ages watch me. I want to make a difference in a way that is positive and impactful, and I'm only saying this because people wrote this for me and I'm reading off of a televised prompter. I don't want to be performative, or at least I don't want to look like I'm being performative, even though it will almost always likely be performative activism if it's at the same time. I fully understand people who have stopped their journey with me, even though you should still follow me, because why not? For me, it's just a new chapter. It's a journey with myself where I'm becoming a better person, which means that I'm learning to hide all the bad parts of myself instead of actually working on them. I still have to look in the mirror and see myself. is my last apology video. But it's not actually my last apology video. I'm actually going to be implementing this apology thing of things I did wrong into my vlogs, which you should definitely check out below. More views equals more money. And Tana Mongeau is nothing without her white privilege and her money, right? I'm so sorry for the I put you through over the past few years, even though I'm not, because I just will post whatever I want anyway. If I'm called out for something, I will be unashamed of my mistake, and I will hold myself accountable to ensure that I keep all of my followers. I will strip my ego, metaphorically of course, because that will never go away from me. I will apologize to make myself look better so I don't lose all my followers and my job and my money. I will actually mend the problem, but also I'm gonna continue to shove it down further. I refuse to run from who I am any longer because I know now that all I need to do to appear to be a better person is to hide the bad parts of myself. If someone is hurt with my actions, I realize that it is imperative to make them feel heard, because if not, there will be another scandal and my career can't take that. I will do everything I can to be a non-performative ally. I'm gonna be the best actor that you ever saw. I'm gonna be the best actor that you ever saw because I'm still gonna be doing performative activism and I'm not actually gonna change. I need to continue to focus my energy not on fighting the old scandals that I was in, but building the new ones that I will be in the future. I know I'm not 2013 Tana. It's so apparent to not only me, but all of you, that I have a lot more deep-rooted growing to do as a person. I can't even say that with a straight face. Get f***ed, Tana. I'm so sorry to my fans that I ever made you unfollow me, because now I'm losing money, and I never gave you a proper apology. I gaslighted you and I don't care. I'm gonna say I'm gonna educate you, but I actually won't. I use my platform irresponsibly. Well, no shit, Tana. The things that go wrong in our lives have the biggest potential to become a gift to the world. That's the end of the video. I am angry after subjecting myself to that. I don't know why I did that, but to recap, get Tana Mongeau.